I travel for business regularly. My luck finally ran out Wednesday, and I lost my cell phone on my return from LAX. I carry 2 cell phones and have a mifi, and I didn't notice it was gone until I was at the gate, plugged in and ready to get a little work done before my flight. Once I realized it was missing, I retraced my steps and came to the conclusion I must have left it in the rental car. I contacted them, and they referred me to their lost and found process. Nothing had been turned in yet. Once finished with the rental car company, I used my other phone on my T-Mobile plan to call into their customer service. I wanted to have the lost phone reported lost and my phone line forwarded so I could receive calls. That's when the simple inconvenience of a lost phone got so much worse. The crux of the problem is account verification. I've been managing the account for over 5 years, since we first switched over from another provider. However, the account is actually my wife's name. So, when they asked for the PIN number, I gave them my standard PINs, and those didn't work. I clearly don't remember the 6 to 15-digit PIN we set up 5 years ago. No problem, says the rep. I just need to download the T-Mobile app and reset the PIN. Here's the next problem. The app uses 2FA, which is a text sent to the lost phone. I can't access the user settings on the app on my other phone, nor can I log into the website from my laptop at the airport for the exact same reason. There's only a single 2FA method, a text to a lost phone. There is no secondary method, like email or a text to the other phone on the account. I explained this to the rep, who is completely unaware of how this works. She keeps saying over and over, download the app and log in to change the PIN. Eventually, I realized we were in an impasse and asked to speak to a manager. This took some doing since she'd rather disconnect me than escalate the call. After a 30-minute wait, I'm connected with the supervisor. None of the information about my situation made it to her, so I have to explain everything again, and we end up in the exact same place. I asked for a solution. What can I do? She asks if my wife is with me, and could she verify the account? I tell her no, my wife passed away. She didn't hear me, or she wasn't listening. Again, she asked if my wife could come to the phone. Again, I stated the fact more bluntly. My wife was dead. She wasn't with us anymore. Okay, so, can you 3-way call her, so she can verify the account? The rep asks, seriously, you want me to conference call my dead wife? I respond, yes, can you call her? She asks. Now I lose it. For those of you who may still be reading, maybe you understand, losing a soulmate of nearly 30 years is devastating. To me, her children, our grandchildren, and all the others she touched over the years. The T-Mobile account was the only bill in her name when she passed, and my second phone and phone number on the account was hers. I kept it as it was another touchstone for me, and especially her grandkids who would occasionally send text messages to grandma, telling her they love and miss her. And now, I can't get this supervisor at T-Mobile to understand she's gone. So, I asked sarcastically, should I call up to heaven and ask for my dead wife? Do you have a phone number for heaven? Should I call God? Do you have a phone number for God? Yes, can you call her? She asks. More sarcasm from me. I'm glad you settled the matter that God is a woman. Now, can you give me your number so I can call my dead wife? Or maybe we can't dial her direct? Do we have to go through Jesus these days? Don't need to call Jesus Mary or Joseph. Wait, you're in a call center in India, right? Is it Vishnu? Do I need to call Vishnu and see if my dead wife can come to the phone? Do you have that number? Oh, she's passed away. The rep responds. Bingo. And now, the problem only gets worse. Since my wife is gone, I am referred to a deceased account department. The supervisor can't help me at all. They assure me I will get a call from that department immediately or within the next hour at most. I confirm again, this is the process that I need to follow to get my phone number forwarded and the phone reported lost. I confirm the phone I was calling from is the second phone on this account. My email they use for communication and billing is the same as it has been since account inception. Billing address is the same, etc. Call me on this number. I asked for a copy of the call recording because I simply could not believe the conversation I just had with T-Mobile. They informed me that's not possible, of course, and then hung up on me, abruptly ending the call as I was mid-sentence. Nice. And the deceased account department didn't call. After 90 minutes of the hour, I called T-Mobile again. I asked for escalation right away. I have to repeat the story and again explain my wife's passing. This time, I'm informed it will take up to 24 hours for the deceased account department to call me. 24 hours. Not immediately or within an hour. 24 hours. Still, no way to forward the phone line. Sorry, we can't help you. Okay, I have to wait. At this point, I've decided I need to get together with this deceased account department before I do anything else. So, I wait patiently Thursday, keeping my phone close the entire day. After 26 hours of waiting, I called T-Mobile again. Again, I asked for immediate escalation. But I'm not afforded that courtesy this time. I again, for the third time, need to explain that my dead wife can't come to the phone, that I've been waiting 2 separate time frames for the deceased account office to call me and have not received a call from anyone. I need some path to resolution. Again, I have to wait for a supervisor. And again, I begin to explain my situation, but I start asking for him to read the notes on my account. I want to know if they have this information. He hesitates, then does, haltingly, repeat some of my story, and it's clear they've documented much of the last 2 days and several hours worth of phone calls. So, can you connect me with the deceased account department? No, he can't. I have to wait for a call, and the call may take up to 3 business days to come through. Not immediately up to an hour. Not within 24 hours. Now, 3 business days. I explain in great detail to this supervisor how painful this has been, to repeatedly talk to stranger after stranger and discuss my wife. All I want is for the phone number of the lost phone to be forwarded to the phone on the account. Why do I have to keep going over this, again and again? He listened as I explained to him, gritting my teeth, how painful this has been, recounting over and over my wife's passing, explaining the touchstone the number represented and how I am struggling with the anger, frustration, and pain T-Mobile is causing me, over and over. He says he'll get the phone number forwarded after verifying all the other account information is unchanged from inception. But he can't do anything further until the billing responsibility is sorted. And for that I need to wait up to 3 business days for their deceased account department to call me. I confirm with him it doesn't do me any good to walk into a store until this is resolved. Additionally, to prepare for that call, I have to pull out her certificate of death. So I have the information they'll require when, or if, they ever call. It's now Tuesday night. This ordeal with T-Mobile has been going on for 6 days. 6 days, and I have my wife's certificate of death sitting in front of me all week. 6 days, and my lost phone line was not forwarded, as was promised, which resulted in the local police showing up to my house Friday. Thank you, T-Mobile. 6 days, and I still have not received a call from their deceased account office. T-Mobile had $81 billion in revenue last year. Their parent company, Deutsche Telekom, had $112 billion in revenue last year. I wish this were a story asking a very large company to do better for a little guy in this world. But now it's asking T-Mobile, the uncaring carrier, to make a phone call. T-Mobile, call me so I can get this fixed.